Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Ericson Presents Mixing Tutorials. And today we are going to talk about the importance of having your tempo set to the tempo of the song that you are working on. Okay, that's all we're talking about today. Before we get started, just remember, if you're looking for a free master and you want to get that sound, or you just want to know what your song would sound like if it was mastered, like to industry standard, holla at your boy, click the link in the description, and let's start that, and you can figure out how you can get that done. All right, so the tempo. All right, here are some of the things that happen when the tempo isn't right, okay? All right, so I have a client who records in the same software that I use, which is Studio One. So there are times when he wants to send me a song to master. Instead of just bouncing the stems out, he'll just send me the session. Then I'm just looking like the session set to 120. Now, the reason why that sucks is because that's going to affect anything that you want to do that has timing based in your action. So what would that be? That would be your delays. If you want to delay a word, that's having the right tempo is how you do that flawlessly. Even with reverb, to do the pre-delay and the timing technically if you can do the reverb without the actual tempo, but if you have the tempo, you can actually do it faster and it's more accurate. What else? Time stretching. Studio One, and I'm sure that other softwares do this as well. If you have the tempo written into the file that you are using, you can actually change the tempo in real time of whatever you're working on. So say, for instance, you recorded a whole entire song in 120 and your whole song is time stretched. If you're like, man, I've already recorded my vocals, the beat, everything has its place, but I think that this should be a little bit faster, but your takes were perfect, you can actually speed the tempo up and everything will speed up and it will sound like you just did the song faster or slower. Okay. This is the importance of having a tempo. A tempo, you want to record to the tempo. Okay. So 9 times out of 10, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 people that listen to this saying, well, if I made the beat, then obviously I know what the tempo is. So why do I need to know how to find it? Well, 90% of the people who come to me do not have the beat. I even go further to say that they're not even coming with MP3s anymore. Most people are coming to sessions with YouTube links. See, they're not even taking the time to get the song ripped or the beat ripped off of YouTube into an MP3. They're just bringing a link to a beat on YouTube that they've been rapping to. Like, this is where we're getting to. I know this is where we're at now. All right. So because that's where we're at, we have to adapt as engineers. So, this particular beat is kind of like something that you would see, that I'm about to pull in right now. All right, let's see, grabbing it and we're going to drop it. All right. So now it's dropped into the session. I can turn that on. I don't need nothing right there. This is actually the second time I've done this video, because the first time I didn't have these numbers in the video, and these numbers are very important. So yeah, I had to just do the video again, but it's all good because I'm the person who am doing it and is giving the information. Doing the video again is not a problem. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I have an artist. He's recording. He throws this tempo in here, and he has a problem. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember all the points that I was making. Another reason why you want to have the tempo is when you want to fly the hook. Okay, that is, having the tempo makes that process so much easier. I've had artists who have come to me saying that, hey, are you good at flying hooks? Because usually when we work with engineers, like, it takes them forever to like just paste the hook. I'm just sitting here thinking like, wow, that's crazy. And then I've also had people who come in sessions while they're in the booth, they're finished their verse, and I'll say, hey, do you want me to fly the hook? They'd be like, sure. And then I'll just play back the verse. And then as the verse ends, the hook is flown in. and they're just sitting there in awe, like, whoa, like that was fast. Like, how did you fly that hook so fast? Okay. There is a reason why I am able to do this, and it's all based on the tempo. Simple as that. So most people are going to get this that don't know what they're doing. They're going to get this beat that I just drug off of YouTube, and they're going to press play. Now, this tempo is set to 120, and 120 is usually the tempo that most DAWs are going to just default to, okay? And they're just going to start recording, and nothing's going to be on tempo, and nothing is going to be able to get flown. So they're going to have problems, like I just said, flying their hooks, all of that. So I'm going to show you the fastest way to do this without software, and then I'll show you the software that I use when I do it now, because it's just faster. And I'm all about being fast, especially when someone's coming to me to record some 3 songs that they've gotten off of YouTube, and they want to go from back to back to back to back. I don't want to have to do this part. So what I'll do is I'll find the downbeat when the song starts. So see all this stuff right here? I can find it there, but I don't use that because it's not as easy to see. So I'll look for the first downbeat, and the downbeat is obvious where like the drums kick in. You can see it. All right. So I hit the play button. Let me turn the click track off for a second. All right. So that indicates that, let me go back. That indicates that is the click track. That is the downbeat. So I'm just going to take this right here, and right there is fine. Okay. I got people calling me from numbers I don't know. I don't just pick that up. Let that go to voicemail. If you leave voicemail, you'll get a call back. All right. So let's see. Bam. Okay. So you saw that I just cut out the very beginning, and the reason why I cut that out is because that's not the part that I want to find the beat to. So I'll just drag it to the front, and I'll remind you, this works in any DAW. Any DAW. I'm doing it the any DAW way. Doesn't matter what DAW you in. You do this technique, you're gonna get it. So find that where that drum comes in for the very first time. Find that. So it could be at the beginning of the beat, or as you saw, I had to go find it because sometimes people, want to bring it in different. Now that I have it, I apologize. The screen flow is just lagging today. There we go. So let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 right here is where this number needs to match up. You can see the downbeat switches right here. So now that we have that, all we have to simply do is make the 5 land where this marker is, and where we found the tempo. So what I'll do is I'll just hover over my tempo, and I use my wheel on my mouse. I don't know if yours can do this or not, but if you can't, just start typing in values, and then you'll see, like, do I need to go to the left or do I need to go to the right? So we're still not there because we got to get that 5 on. And what are we at? 78, 77, 76, 73, 72, 71. So I'm willing to believe that this is going to be 70. Yeah, 71, 70. Bam. We're right on it. Right on the money. Okay, so let's hear it. I'm going to bring the click track back in, and I'm also going to turn this down so you can hear the click track better. All right. There we have it. Yeah, it's literally that simple. So then what I'll do is I'll make sure that my lock to grid is on, and I'll just move this back over here, and I'll just bring that beat back in at the beginning. right on beat. Now, 70 is the same thing as 140 because double the tempo. And how you know that you got it right is when you go to the end of the beat and it's still on beat. That's how you know you got it right. So that is the fastest way to do it if you have no software at all. So you don't necessarily, as you can see right here, you don't need software to do this. You don't need some special plugin to find the tempo. That's how you find the tempo. And then once you have the tempo set, then you start recording and everything will be a lot easier down the road. So that's how you do it without a plugin. I'm going to show you another plugin that I use, which is Dakota. And this plugin is so quick. I don't even remember how much it costs, honestly. You just load the beat in there and there you have it. 140. So I was right on the money. There you have it. So I'll use this because, you know, when I open up a session, you can actually set the tempo while you're opening up the session. So while I'm, you know, creating my templates or figuring out which template I want to use, I'll actually throw the beat into this software and then I have the tempo so that when I start the session, it's already set. So it's just a process that I don't even really think about. It just gets done. But anyways, now you can see, now before you go, you don't need this. Okay. Don't feel like you have to go buy that now. You saw me do it without it. Say it's just workflow. Just if you want to speed up your workflow, go ahead and grab it. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. It's very important to have your tempo set. So yeah, if you, like I said in the beginning, if you need that master, you want to hear what your song sounds like because you don't know how to get your song to sound loud and balanced and you wonder how it's done, just go ahead and holler at your boy, click that link and shoot me a message and we can get that going. I can show you how it goes. All right then. Well, anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.